Hello again. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about fillets and demonstrating how you can create a fillet in SolidWorks. I'll also discuss a little bit why you would design a product with fillets. First of all, why do we use fillets? Let's just imagine that this particular drawing that we have here is going to be used to carry a load, and specifically that the load might be moving in a direction this way. So first of all, what I want to talk about is when you look at this from the side, right here in this corner, we have an edge which is 90 degrees to another face. Now, this is what's known in my industry, this was what's known as a stress riser. So if these two parts had a load on them, let's just say this was a bearing spigot, and this was a mount plate, this actual sharp edge here would become what's called a stress riser. And a stress riser is a place where a part is likely to fail. The reason this is likely to fail is because any shear load or bending load is going to enact between this face here and the pin here. This sharp corner here becomes a place where it's all of that stress is going to focus on. So in order to de-stress that little stress riser there, what you would do is you would create a fillet. When you use a fillet in an area which is a stress riser like this, what happens is the load or the stress that was in that corner gets spread out over a larger area, therefore making that part much stronger. Using the fillet tool here on the Features tab, just click that once, and if you've got full preview turned on, you'll see a yellow lines indicating what that fillet is going to look like. I'm just going to change this 10 millimeters down to 1. And you'll see there in that preview, there's a nice rounded edge. You can click the tick to finish. And now you have created a fillet which is going to strengthen your part an enormous amount. Particularly if you're 3D printing this part and you're using an FDM type printer which layers, this area here is a incredible focal point for failures. So putting a radius in here will improve that. Ultimately though, with a 3D print, FDM kind of 3D print, this would still be a very high stress area, and with the layering that the 3D printer has created, still an area which is likely to fail. Another reason to use fillets is simply to get rid of sharp edges. Getting rid of sharp edges is what I consider part of manufacturing anything, so that the next person that comes to work on that will not have to injure themselves on any of these sharp edges. Not only that, but simply putting a fillet on an edge like this, let's say you were pressing a bearing onto this part, this will make it much easier to align and place that part or press that part into position. So here I'm going to select multiple edges for my fillet. And this time the fillet is just going to be 0.5 of a millimeter. Just enough to remove those sharp edges. Lastly, I'd like to fillet those corners. This time it's a larger fillet, giving a nice smooth shape to that part. So that's it on fillets. Thank you for watching. As usual, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.